You're ready. The pistol is underway. CEX starting up on the T side. A hell of a lot of utility to start things off as GoodJob go for a very armor-based buy. And we will jump right into it.
Yeah, CEX going to be making their way over here towards the A bomb site. LS and Dances with plenty of utility, and with these two smokes, I imagine we're going to see them go for the cross and stairs. Normally, teams opt to leave CT open. So as they throw these in, looks like no, instead one's going to be for CT and then they smoke off the cross. So this is going to allow them to try and get the bomb down. It's actually Connected that finds that first smoke, and Astro to find the first frag. Plant to come in. Damage being done to Box, who somehow worked his way to the backline. He's going to hit the deck very early on here. It's GoodJob pried out of the bomb site. Coffee and Lollipop trying to retake this from Connector. Kept at bay for the time being, but saying that Link actually had a full. Now the man advantage currently relies still on CEX, and damage being done. That will be CEX to find themselves the pistol.
Yeah, right around from Astro. Good entry, good defend as well of Ram. That flank could have been dangerous if it came in a couple of seconds earlier. GoodJob were quick on the rotations. Either way, 1-0 now. CEX back on that buy. Very, very confident buy as well. Triple rifle coming in. Even the Galil, which you typically just see people go for the UMP because they don't want to play with the Galil. They don't want to take it into rifle rounds up against M4s. But instead, GoodJob. Pistols and armor. Again, we don't know what to expect from this team. We don't know how confident they're going to be coming into this matchup. I assume they will be, but CEX can't underestimate them just because they've been defaulted twice. They could be strong. And that's all the surprise, that's all the fun of this game, Harry, is CEX start to take quick connector control. It's going to be the first kill coming out. Man advantage taken, and maybe even more, but this player up on stairs with a weird name is going to be alone. He needs help, and support will come in, but Dances gets dropped, and so does Money in the bank.
Yeah, it was actually Hemsky with the UMP. How don't you know your CEX roster? Come on.
I wasn't reading the right side.
I would
on the game.
You know, I would kindly ask the admin to make sure that they change their names. But anyway, here we go. Astro actually going to be dropped out. Box with this AK that's been carried forward, trying to clutch this out. He's landed some impressive shots thus far as it all falls into the more than capable arms of Link. He's able to find himself the first, turns it down to the one-on-one. Bomb is dropped on short. He has to go ahead and pick that up. Doesn't know where Lollipop is. Spots him peeking out through short to CZ.
Ammo.
Not too great a range, and as you say, yeah, the ammo is a big concern. Doesn't actually break the vents. This is all a mind game. Rotates back around a short. Actually catches Link looking completely the wrong way. And that's going to be CEX losing out on that round. The force buy from GoodJob prevails. And I guess, you know, not breaking the vent. New meta.
He didn't even, if he broke it and then Link was watching Market, that would make sense. But he didn't even break it.
Yeah, but to be fair, you can rotate down through it short.
Of course, but very open position for Link to be watching Market from. Of course, you need to check it, but look at this aggression. Des, he's going to be pushed towards underbox straight away. Quick frag, going to hunt for more. Could be dangerous, but he's got support from Box. So Link here is going to be into a tight spot, and Box will remove his face. Coffee follows up. Takes down Dancy on top mid as GoodJob start to get aggressive. This is where things get difficult because only two make that one player remains. Eagle on LS, not going to go well. GoodJob, 2 rounds in a row. Any spectators joining this game, it is going to be CEX now with low money. And pause coming on. Yeah, I assume they want to get rid of this this spectator because it's a bit weird.
Yeah, CEX, they are going to be low on the old cash, buying up what they can. GoodJob. Currently doing as their name says on the tin, as they find themselves 2 and 1 up. They've been able to carry forward some weapons as well. Lollipop with that AK.
Lollipop, don't you dare accuse us. We only have GoTV.
Yeah, we don't even have the direct one.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. And plus, even if we did show it on stream, it would only be the GoTV IP, so you could.
And you know what? If I did, I'd get in this game, I'd get EAC, and I would ruin you. So, there you go.
He's threatening. He's calling him out.
1v1 me.
Harry's going to
say that we showed it on the stream. Who do they think we are?
How dare they accuse us? I have open console a couple of times, but not this match. And also not that it would make a difference because it is GoTV. But either way, we're back on, Harry. We're back into the game. And pistols here for CEX. Not even pistols. Pistol. Tech9 on Link, Glocks on everyone else, so I've not got my hopes up. But he's going to buy a flashbang alongside. That'd be good for just popping them into an area if they want to go fast into middle. He'll use that, and there it goes. Up in through mid, CEX bursting. Again, the underpass push from Coffee and Box. That actually weakens this A and B side significantly.
Oh, here we go, doing damage through the smoke, just spraying and praying. In the meantime, Box charging in, running and firing with the M4, but apparently that's the way it's meant to be done. Astro then falls, and we do see one frag go the way of CEX. But now in the 1v4, the lone Swede going to struggle in this scenario. I mean, currently waiting, looking through the murder hole. Has to be careful. The flank going to be coming in through kitchen. Could easily catch him off guard. Takes the peek out with no armor. Aim punch plays fully into that. And that is going to be a good job to secure themselves a third.
Here's the buy. AWP up for Hemsky. Did well over on Inferno in the previous map that these CEX guys played. Again, good job. Not going to have that AWP in play just yet, so could be a bit of a limiting factor on the CT side, but they've got good utility and kits. CEX set up towards Palace. Bit of mid-control as well. And while this could be good to split towards that A site, the issue is with no one outside ramp, they can't throw in utility towards A other than that connector smoke from top mid, for example. Instead, they're just going to take slow control of apartments. This Palace push probably going to fall back at a certain point because the bomb looks like it's going outside of B. So CEX, if they want to hit that B site, mid-control is a good way to split it through short, but Palace is not going to be too helpful. But good job getting a bit of misinformation. Lollipop pushes up ramp. He finds that that's clear, and while he goes back towards Palace, he's under the impression that no one's set up towards A, which is incorrect.
Oh, that's not how you do that, Astro. That's bomb drop top mid, and Coffee and Hustle down here. They're going to be trying to watch the push through lower tunnels. Link he gets caught in the peak there. Lollipop going to find one more up towards Palace. Has to be careful because Emsky is still there with the AWP in hand. Gonna start to sneak out. He knows that Lollipop's on ramp, finds the quick flick round, but they have to first deal with the fact that the bomb has been dropped up in top mid. Link takes the peek, decapitates one, goes back in for more. And he's gonna be knocking on Death's door, getting tagged left and right, trying to fight the good fight. Is gonna go down, leaving this now on Emsky. 1v2, goes in for the quick flick, does damage with the P250, trying to play this versus Box over on short. He's been chipped away to 32 HP with so little time left. He's going to make the decision to save. Hold on to the AWP. And that will be a good job to pick themselves up a fourth round.
A big mistake there to send the bomb solo towards top mid. Not only did Astro go down early on, but also he hadn't dropped the bomb back off. So they just pushed up, took control, took the fight. And again, CEX, you should be either dropping that bomb outside of top mid or doubling up and playing the trade game, because that is a mistake you cannot afford to make. Such an open area, such an easy area for the CTs to take control, and they knew exactly what was going on there. As a buy comes in here, well, somewhat of a buy from CEX. They put a bit of money into this, but again, just trying to have some kind of armor investment around the AWP so they can throw that over if in case Hemsky does die. But other than that, it's mainly an eco. Next round will be the real buy, but Astro smoke up towards top middle.
Look at this aggression right now.
Yeah, just running up in through the B apartments. And it'll be the A play coming in though for the T's. And actually they do get a couple of kills, which is going to make this job a hell of a lot easier. Still, Fnyekes rotating in through the CT spawn. Bomb will be planted. That's all CEX needed. But can they win the round?
Yeah, they know that there's players coming from behind, but they don't know how many. There were two, but Box has rerouted. Dancy's going to be able to peek on out and find Fnyekes. And now we're into the 2-on-2. They have to watch out. They know that ramp is a possibility, but Coffee, I mean, he's tagged low. Going to be caffeine boosting himself up towards, I'm going to say Tetris, but instead tries to deal with Darcy's on the site. They hear the M4 rallying into action, goes for the first, but Emsky will shut him down. CEX now find themselves on with a second on the back of a very low investment there. The AWP on Hemsky, the main thing used to keep them in that round. Darcy as well with the scavenge M4 stepping up in a big way, and that's going to be the economy of GoodJob now called into question. Both teams teetering on the edge of being reset.
Only one kit on GoodJob is going to be difficult at CEX. Do get that bomb down this time. The bomb actually dropped, which is good, as they start to take ramp control, splitting the Palace, and of course this mid play as well. This will be a connector push, surely, but with the smokes going down towards window and connector, that gives GoodJob the idea that CEX are hitting short, the complete opposite of where they're going. They may fake it as they push LS up, flashing him through, but Box, a great one-way, is going to be able to take down Astro towards top middle. LS trades onto the short player, but CEX, they're looking to split into the A site. Darcy springs the bomb, Lollipop is close, but the head will be removed as now it's all onto Death to defend it, but he's already down.
Finiakis and Box, all that remain here for GoodJob. 2v4 and LS working his way into the back line. Going to be waiting. Finiakis will be able to behead him. Now the long rotate coming in from Box. He has to try and step up in a big way. Going to be the linchpin of this round on the lengthy flank from behind. He doesn't go quietly as he just goes running on in, completely beheaded, and Link in with both frags as he mops them up at the end.
But yeah, as Astro is putting in chat, that's actually a one-way smoke we saw from Box in that round. He threw the smoke down underpass, so not only did it block off underpass, but it was also down on the stairs. Meaning if he's just stood at the top of the stairs of the underpass, he had a height advantage. You could just see over the top of the smoke and he couldn't be spotted. It was very, very nice. I've never seen that before. We've seen a few things very new today, but this is just going to be a standard A push here from CEX. Running out, Hemsky opens up, Molotov's going well as they force out the player from under balcony. It's going to be another kill from Astro. Darcy's will clean up, and there's just one play. He could stop the bomb, but he's already been seen. There's so many T's here, CEX can run him down. 4 rounds in to 4 on GoodJob. They keep everyone alive, so money going to be built. But now the CTs are back in with a buy. Again, we haven't seen this AWP presence from GoodJob.
No, we have not, and they're going to consistently look to try and keep that absent. Once again, Rifles, the economy not supporting the AWP in this round whatsoever. Box going to be heading over towards mid, not repeating that one way from times past. Finiakis in with a nade. Let's find a bit of damage. CEX aren't too keen to go rushing through any smokes to try and catch GoodJob off guard, especially as it looks like they're going to start to rotate players on round. You have Coffee on short for the fast rotate. It looks like they're going to pull Box back, but they actually decide to keep him over in mid. Now rotating him. They're going to send Death Hustle up into window to take his place. Link finds the burst. Going to go in for more. No. Keeps on spraying. He's the gift that keeps on giving. Will finally be dealt with. But Dancy's trying to remedy this. Able to get himself one. The trade comes in instantly from Astro, and that is a textbook take of the B-bomb site. If you ever did see one, Lollipop left in the 1v3. So far isolated from this fight on the B-bomb site. Just going to make the decision to go ahead and save up in apps.
But the crazy thing about that is not only does CEX jump into the site into 4 players, those rotations were so good from GoodJob, but they still weren't able to shut it down. Only 2 frags, and that's straight after Link gets a double entry. Great stuff from CEX. And it's so weird to see GoodJob have such quick rotations, but be unable to close out anything into that round. A 5th gained by the UK, but can they retain it? Well, GoodJob will be down onto Eco this one. They may buy a little bit around the M4, considering the loss bonus is going to start to be culminating. We can see 2,900 is going to be made here from the GoodJob side from this loss. Not enough to buy up fully, but it allows for a bit of armor and a P250, for example. And then next round, well, they'll even have the ability to bring in the AWP, assuming they don't buy up too much here. So hey, it's a little bit positive for GoodJob. There's a silver lining at the end of the road, but either way, CEX are leading, and looks like this will continue at least for the next round.
Yeah, the silver lining, the prophesized silver lining at the end of the road. Notorious, as CEX looked to send players out over in mid early on. Link to find the first. That was Box trying to rush through lower tunnels, and actually, we'll see another one picked up there with the AWP. 3 players for GoodJob start to rotate in. Dancy's locks down the rotators. You'll be seeing them later as now Coffee in the B-bomb site with a P250 in hand. Does find some damage, but that will be about it. Lollipop left in a 1v5. Does isolate this down into a 1v4. But he's still got a lot of work left to do, and he will just once again look to try and save the M4.
Just clearing out route, making sure he's not still in the vicinity as Lollipop wraps in towards the spawn and heads towards B-apps to hold on to that gun. The issue is, of course, he's going to be able to buy whether he dies or not, so I wouldn't really blame him going for a bit of a fight here, for taking down some of the remaining Ts, because again, it will help them at least in the long run. Seems like they're just about to find him, Harry. LS just round the corner. He's spotted. Lollipop finds 1 and 2. That's, to be honest, pretty good. Good job. We're going to at least hurt the economy of CEX here. But not in the long run, because again, these Ts are still able to buy up for 1 more. If we can just get the screen taken off the game for a sec so I can open the console and run the caster config. Hopefully that can happen quickly before this round gets into it, because we're apparently having a bit of an issue. But
Oh, there we go. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
okay, it should be fixed. Harriet, it's fixed. We're all good. There we go. We should be
We're
going
all
back into the
fine.
game.
Let's go straight back into this
dear.
one. Oh, you guys missed a slam dunk nade over in mid. It was amazing. Probably the best play we're going to see this whole game. Man of Ice taking early off for GoodJob. Already, Lollipop going to take a very aggressive stance over in ramp. That'll eagerly be extended that much more as Coffee boosts himself up over the top of the smoke in middle. There's Hustle. Moves in with the AWP and dispatches of Dancy's. Link now left in the 1v5 with a minute and 10 seconds left. This round is over very, very quickly. Should be near on impossible for him to make his way back into this. That said, they're going to go hunting, and with so many players pushing up, trying to find him, they've got so many angles left to check. They have boxed him into the evil trifecta of death. Able to find the first, now peeks out towards top mid, but they're just going to be giving him the opportunities to find an equalizer. Sneaking on in from all angles. He tries to isolate these in the one-on-ones. Player coming and finding. Gets himself a second. Still more work left to do. Fully blind. Tap it away. Will be finished off by Coffee. But you have to admire how long he survived when boxed into a corner. Like,
Yeah. Players coming from all angles, and somehow he even gets 2 kills.
survival instinct kicks in.
Insane. Still, good job. Oh, back on the road, and the double up pulled in finally once more. CEX retain with just Hemsky on his own AWP, and up towards middle they will set as LS takes ramp control, and again setting out this early default. Bit of aggression from Lollipop, going to look to find his first kill, and he will succeed. Already drops that ramp play. So now if they do want to split in towards the A site, they've lost a significant amount of their attack. It's going to look more likely to be B, but the bomb surely going to have to make its way through apps if they want to commit to a B play. The only alternative would be to take heavy mid control and then play off the back of that to try and boost up. But Viñeques finds another kill over in the apartments. This is shutting down CEX 1 by 1.
Yeah, the worst thing is Lollipop's been taking this aggression over towards A every single time, and they just haven't spotted out. They haven't had a player pushed up enough to realize. Coffee goes down on his peek out through mid. GoodJob's going to be taking very aggressive stances. The pop flash out mid allows the brief peek in from Death Hustle. Box spotted out. GoodJob don't need to be taking these fights. They've allowed it to be pulled back into a 3-on-3. Just had to hiccup there. That was good. Masked out, I think, brilliantly. And now, CEX, they've turned their attention into Connector. Astro's been allowed so much freedom. While he probably won't account for Lollipop being pushed up aggressively on ramp, they know that A isn't clear, so really it's something that they have to anticipate anyway. Bomb currently waiting over on short. They're going to try and wrap Astro in through kitchen. And from here, we can either dispatch of rotators as the bomb now looks a bit uncertain, or they're going to try splitting into B through short and through kitchen.
But they suspect it. The time is getting low, so they know this is likely going to be a wrap-up through short, and they are walking into the stacked site, the 2-man here. But Viñeques walks in. He will have his head removed by Astro. Link even finds a pick over towards the B site, and that is the bomb site opened up with just 10 seconds remaining. Good job. They suspected it, but it wasn't quick enough. It allowed CEX to take all that map control. Now with Lollipop alone, he's going to have to rotate into 3 men on the bomb site. Bit of money to fall back on for GoodJob. It would make sense if he wants to hunt this. But again, it's going to be so difficult for him to actually pick up the round. Even damage won't go a long way. CEX get that reset, surely.
Yeah, he's sliding in. And in the end, it's going to be Dancy's to finish him off. Will be another round for CEX. 7-5. They have themselves that 2-round lead. Link once again turning up over on the side of CEX. I think him and Dancy's definitely having a fantastic game thus far.
Yep.
And well, it's just pistols here for GoodJob. Looking to try and hold down mid box. Bit ambitious here with the USP.
One person come through for Coffee, and Dancy's tagged up on ramp, but he's got the support of Palace, so they can push out and split onto Lollipop. Caught in the reload. He jumps out, spots Link. Great shot there. Going to remove one player from Palace, but surely he won't expect another one. As the bomb starts to work its way out, LS is going to be prepared. Knows he'll pick up his gun. He gets the trade. back into a 3-on-3, but again, this is far too close for comfort. CEX should not be forced into this kind of position. Need to group up now they have such a disadvantage in terms of this being so close. Box playing around the smoke as he does. That's very unexpected, but he'll turn in time. Pulls it back into a 3-on-2.
Fanyakis peeking out through light tunnels. Going to be finished off, leaving this on Coffee. Now, waiting over in CT by Warheads. Going to try and see if he can catch the bomb plant off guard as he just bides his time. Peeking around. Going to be Astro the first man hit the deck, but LS gets the trade. Hitting that shot was so important because Darcy's left on 18 HP. Would have been left to try and clutch that out 1v1 if left otherwise. CEX, they're on 8. Plenty of money. Good job we're in that scenario on the CT side that we see teams often fall into the buy, lose, save scenario. Maybe buying up. Hardly any utility to their name. They're going to have to rely on a big play to try and break them out of this curse. And a bit of nade damage early on is a good start.
This is a great T-side right now. Again, it kind of sneaks on by you. CEX, 8 rounds, they've done what they need to do. They don't need to pick up either of these, but if they get this one, pull themselves up to 9, Good Job will only have 3,400 to fall back on, plus kill rewards. So, realistically, they'll be forced for the last round and give CEX a chance to even get a 10-round half. 8 is good enough, but 10? That's insane. However, they've not won this round just yet. As you said, we're looking for individual performance, and that is not the kind of performance we need. Getting caught in the Molotov. Fanyeka is down to 12. CEX burning considerable amount, and Lollipop getting spammed as well over towards A. This is good damage being done so far from CEX. They even get the pick on Coffee, who is full HP. If they split towards this A site, they're going to have a super easy job. Lollipop, he needs to find something. He needs to pull it back into the advantage for Good Job, because right now, they're giving away control. They're giving away chances to even get kills, and Astro's going to pick up Fanyekis down towards B. 3 left, and while they surround the A site, they still have no utility to play with, and no heads either.
Link doing so much damage. There's this hustle. It's all left on Lollipop once again. 11 HP emerging from ramp. Going to be able to drop LS out of this round. There's still 3 players left. I imagine they're going to go hunting, try and take this off of him. It's actually incredibly important that they manage to do so. Of course, having a rifle in the next round would be the only rifle they can actually hold on to unless they forego a significant amount of utility. And even then, I think it's impossible. Now knows Hemsky. Now he's got himself an AWP. That is an upgrade if I ever did see one. It's why the AWP player should not be the one to go hunting. Lollipop looking to try and gain some money here. Gain some value at least. Holding the angle. Lands the flick, but he only legs him. Tries to retreat back, and if he holds on to this, that is a huge victory for Good Job here.
Oh, he just gets around the ramp. That's so close.
And that's the only thing they've taken at this round. We can see a Famas dropped over. But he's going to make the decision instead to go for full utility. He can still drop over a UMP, which I imagine is going to be the case. Yeah, he'll be dropping that over to Coffee. So they actually get a really decent buy in this round on the back of that, on the back of the AWP being saved.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. As you said, never sending AWP player chasing alone. Not in that kind of situation where you don't know where he is. He could have been anywhere on the map, but now we're going to see a bit of an A play come through. The SSG moving in through Palace. It is going to be close, but Box takes him down. Upgrades his gun significantly, but a team nade. That's huge damage in response. Link picks up an entry, but Lollipop will hold down onto Darcy as Link runs on in, but to no avail. He falls as well. 2 will remain here for the CEX side. And the bomb starting to back off.
Yeah, looking hesitant, starts to try and retreat back. LS going to be tagged just a bit, and they're trying to sell the fake here. Double fake into this one. Trying to play this off like they've rotated back. Lollipop's actually rotated into CT. That's because he's tagged so low. It's the best angle to try and watch ramp from him. With no utility to force him back, no smokes to obscure his vision. It's going to be the perfect angle to hold. Has the crossfire with Death's Hustle. They have no way of eliminating these 2 players' positions. The Molotovs can help hold them back briefly, but every single one of them is a different angle they can try and peek from. The Molotov's really only effective for CT, but they're just going to be sneaking in. Lollipop finds the first. Astro 1v3. Starts to peek out round the corner. He snuck onto the site. Right now, Lollipop has no idea that he's here. Finds the first. Astro turns this into a 1v2. Hustle over and Connect, going to be finding some damage and then finishes it off. That will be the round to go the way of Good Job. They pick themselves up the last at least. Defuse will come on in, and that's going to be a 9-6 scoreline in favor of CEX.
Despite the last round not going the way of CEX, considering the buy, I don't think they can really complain at the end of the day. Box getting kicked. Hopefully that can that can get fixed so he can rejoin. But either way, that's a great half. CEX, 9 rounds T-side, very dominant stuff. Again, if they can continue in this stride moving over to the second half, that could be good. The only issue is teams like GoodJob, or at least teams that we see make it through open qualifiers with not a lot of strategy, they make it through off the back of aim. Now, if they have a great T-side, if they have individual performance out of this world, which is very possible from some of these Belarusian players that we've seen before, this could be really worrying because again, you don't have to have extremely deep strategy on a pug map like Mirage or Cash. You can just go for those aggressive plays, go for those 1v1s, and if GoodJob are getting on top of CEX, it could be scary. That being said, I mean, we've seen Link go off, Darcy's was performing very well earlier, it's Astro this time to be sitting in second place. So right now, 9 rounds to CEX, moving into the second half in just a second once we sort out the IP, and getting Box back in the server. But, Harry, I'd like to hear your prediction. Second half, how's this going?
I think Box unable to rejoin.
He's back.
Keeps getting kicked.
He's back.
GoodJob get defaulted.
What's your actual
get
prediction?
DQ'd. CEX win. No, I'm just I'm thinking CEX can potentially run away with this, and I think there's a very good chance of that. Really, the only hope so far has been Lollipop. And having him on the T side just to use as an entry would be phenomenal. But CEX have had the better team performance, I think. So,
yeah.
Especially as well when you kind of look at the talent that they've got, I think that their AWPing is very, very suited to the CT side anyway. And I think that Demsky looked very, very good with the AWP. So, let's see anyway as the charge in towards the B-bomb site. About to come through. Dancy's and LS, the two players to try and keep this at bay. Pop flashes come raining in. And speaking of bay, it's LS to try and step up. He only manages to get one. Dancy's falls as well. We slip into the realm of third person as we look to try and cast this one old school. Box dispatching of one more. Takes the fight to them. And he's going to be going and swinging caught between a rock and a hard place. Finished off there by Funyakis and Des Hustle. That will be the pistol to go the way of GoodJob as they look to try and prove my prediction wrong.
You could say it was a good job at picking up that pistol. There's now CEX forcing things up. LS on the scout. The rest of them on the pistols. Good job. A couple of rifles, but mainly SMGs here. This could be a bit of a chance for CEX to exploit, but again, these rifles might just be good enough at getting these entries as both of them push together up through short. Narty's fully blinded, forced back. Not going to be able to get a thing done. Coffee finds that first kill. LS does damage. He's tagged 2 down with the scout, but it's not enough. While he gets both the rifles low, these pistols are just being blown out the water. Even Glock's overwhelming them as Astro does return one, grabs a UMP to play with, but he might just save onto this. That's so unfortunate because GoodJob are so low. It'd be an opportunity to get back in, but the lack of kit, the lack of utility, and also the double man disadvantage surely going to make this one impossible for CEX. And they know this. They'll fall out of the site, and it's going to be GoodJob to pick it up. 8 rounds, and not a lot of damage done by the CTs.
No. Could my original prediction
Okay.
come true? Funyaki is going to be finishing off his teammate there. This is nice. This is good. Everything is going to plan. Everything is fine.
Terrorists win.
Dear, oh dear.
Well, what have we here?
No comment from myself, Harry. I assume you're going to follow. But no EAC being run for Box is a bit weird.
No, not really. I mean, there's a lot of errors with it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they've been having problems with it all evening, right?
Yeah. I mean, they defaulted two maps and lost them both.
Yeah. So, you know, it's sad to see, especially seeing as these guys did so good.
Where are you boot camping? Secret info? Ooh. Ooh. Spicy. Wonder where. Good old banter in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I never like. Yeah, I like a bit of like competitive talk, but I hate that, like, you know, whenever it's just like, oh, I'm gonna spam the same thing over and over again. I'm so funny. It's like, oh, you're not though, are you? It's like, ha ha ha. I'm 12, by the way. Like, oh well, you know. CeX right now, they're putting on a very good show. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I'm impressed, to be honest. I think if they can win this, they can solidify themselves as maybe top 3 in the group. I don't think a match versus Existence will prove to be too much of a problem if they're managing to take down both GoodJob and who did they play earlier? The team from the Netherlands. They didn't win any rounds, so I can't really remember. But yeah, already proving to be a bit of a force. The issue is, I think they'll come into contact with Spartak tomorrow as their first game, or one of their first games. So that will definitely be a victor to overcome. But yeah, there's a chance they could actually upset and prove to be one of the more formidable teams in this group, which I wouldn't have expected coming into this event, but they've so far proved me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, right, like, CeX have kind of gone above and beyond my expectations. I don't normally root for my hometown boys, I'll be honest with you. Just 'cause I think a lot of the time they don't deserve it. But it does, like, recently in particular, all these UK teams have been putting in the effort. You know, they've actually been putting in the time, dedicated, you know. There's a lot of issues over in the UK with people saying that we don't have enough money and stuff floating around, which I would have to, you know, obviously I'm speaking for someone from the outside looking in, but it's like,
Yeah.
a lot of these scenes when they're underdeveloped don't have the money. You know, you have to get good, and then the money comes to you. And to get good, you have to put the hours in. But I think recently there's been this kind of resurgence of people willing to put the time in.
Yeah, it's definitely been an improvement recently.
And, you know, like we saw with the new Gfinity, you know, they bought out Sivo. There's clearly been some investment there, and that's helped, I think, boost a lot of people's confidence in this. I think recently the whole standard for CS in the UK has kind of risen as a whole, which is nice to see.
And there's been a lot of new talent as well forming.
Yeah,
a lot of guys like CeX, for example, that aren't exactly like the full of the old school names in CSS or 1.6 or less 1.6 more CSS. Like we looked at Method, and that's got Weber in, one of the old stars. I mean Red Snake as well, kind of a known player, not in Method, but I'm saying he's still around the scene. But these guys are a lot of new talents, younger guys that are proving to be very good. So hopefully this can continue, but. Again, let's see how they fare in this matchup, because this is their hardest of the day for sure, as they will have a bit of an issue with the short push. There's going to be a lot of players. CZ strikes, but they won't expect Hemsky here close. However, no, it won't matter. He has no armor. Aim Punch dispatches of him, and Astro and Link are left to retake, or just save.
Yeah, with 2 UMPs, I imagine we're just going to see the save called in. I mean, Astro's going to be waiting to see if Link can find anything. They've got themselves the kits. They have a bit longer left to play with. That P sounded horrible through this, sorry. But, yeah, I mean, no, it looks like they're going to go ahead and just save here. That makes sense. If Link had anyone come his way, or say with Astro, and they'd been able to pick up one, turn it into the 2-on-3, then we definitely would have seen them go for this. It's why we have Link taking such an aggressive stance. But now he's going to be playing for exits. They will check the close angle. He's able to find the first. He knows that more players are going to be coming his way. He's desperately trying to find the AK. The UMP goes out. Link, what are you doing? Gets himself 2. And then Astro. Well, what more can you say about him? He tries to be like his big brother Link, but it doesn't exactly pan out his way. But one day he shall learn.
Well, here's the buy, Harry. Here's where things get interesting, what we've been waiting for. A 9-6 scoreline for CEX at the half has been brought back to even Stevens after the pistol and anti-ecos from GoodJob. And now we see the rifles in. No kits for CEX, no AWP for either side, could limit. LS struggling to break the door, but he gets there in the end, and that will be a deep B-app smoke as well. But GoodJob, they don't care. They're running straight into A. Absolutely no fear on these guys. Already, Hemsky going to be overrun, but he finds a kill. Looking for a second, and it lands as well. However, the trade will come through as Fnyekis is already pushed up deep into the site. It will expect Link, and draws it back to a 3-on-3.
He's watching the cross in through the smoke. Able to find one. Smoke goes down, and Astro peeks wide, leaving this all on Box, who, well, crumbles under the pressure. But that's going to be CeX to retake the lead. They don't let GoodJob take that one out from underneath them. And now, GoodJob left with no money left. Resorted to a bit of a low investment. You know, we've seen the economy kept modest. 2 players surviving in both of their buy rounds after the pistol.
Yeah, and that's allowed this eco to come through, because otherwise CeX would surely be up against AKs, but maybe AKs are not what they need as box. Another entry in middle. But that damage done by CeX with the UMPs, despite getting really nothing done, they've actually severely limited this buy, and that's positive in the long run. Issue is a booster's come through, Astro spots it, he's prepared, but he doesn't hit the shot. Damage is all that's done, and he's going to be split. Where's he watching? He needs his teammates on the connector, he needs to focus on the window, and he will do so, but tagged down heavily in the process as Lollipop pushes a spawn. LS will find Fnyekes, but Lollipop is snuck behind enemy lines.
Yeah, here we go. 1v3. Able to find the first onto Dances.
They've left the bomb.
They have abandoned the bomb, and that's going to allow Lollipop to sneak on in and go ahead and pick that up. He's got himself an M4 now as well, but he has to be careful because Astro and LS both waiting in CT. He's completely unaware. They spot him. He just takes a casual stroll around the corner. As this game of hide and seek matures to a whole new level, LS sneaking in through CT, should be able to catch this off guard, and he will. Down goes Lollipop, and an 11th round on the board for CEX.
Very close, only up against the Eagles, and they get brought down to 2 versus 1. Not a situation you want to be in. Will hurt the economy of CEX. You can see they don't have anything to fall back on. So if in case they do lose this round, it's a good job. That would be a very unfortunate stance to be in, a reset, in fact. As the money's low, but we have the AWP out, and that's something that GoodJob don't retain. While their double AWPing was strong over on CT side, they're yet to pull one up over on this second half, so this could limit them when it comes into the buys. Molotov, LS? Ooh, doesn't realise that fire apparently climbs. That will damage him down to 50. It's a good job. They established a default, 1 player separated towards pretty much every area of the map and just holding for CEX to bring aggression. But that's one thing we have been seeing from CEX. They've been very, very passive as well on the CT side, not taking any silly early pushes down middle and when it's not needed. They're doing well. They can just hold on to this. But good job about to split in through A.
Link, the first man to fall short as Astro waits over in CT. He's going to get spotted crossing and gets tagged very low in the line of duty. Bomb plants come in. He has support here from Hemsky over in CT, but now 2 players tagged incredibly low. It's LS also not looking too healthy. Everyone falls in the blink of an eye. It's 2 players with 31 HP combined to try and retake this site, and they're going to make the decision to fade away and save. But with Fnyekes holding this, he's going to look to try and deny that. Box going to be here as well. And they're just biding their time. They want to try and take these rifles out of the hands of CEX, and if they keep walking in the crosshair of Box like that, it should be an easy task. LS. Oh, that was awkward. Here's the player as well, but Box in with the wall bang. Good night, Sweet Prince. That will be an 11-10 scoreline. Money bottomed out here for the Brits plus Swede. Plus, don't know if there's anyone from Northern Ireland. I don't think so, but no. Maybe.
And again, this is where the losing 3 players against that eco comes into bite CEX. If they kept all of those guys alive, or even 4 of them, they could have had a buy here, but now it's not realistic. They've got to eco. Nice nades into middle here. GoodJob will pull it in their favour. Not that they need it, because again, there's not really much investment, only Astro on armour. He's got a CZ, which personally I hate, but he seems to be able to do work with it. Sorry, stutter. And good cleanup. Round looking to be done.
It's going to be another round where CEX have no money. Just going to be the case. It's going to be a deco. LS going to be buying himself some armor with a 5-7 to try and mix things up. Aggression up towards top mid. It's Astro to go ahead and take that aggressive stance. The smoke goes down for window, but they have to be cautious because pushing up through mid is going to be Astro. He misses the first couple of shots. And now Box is aware of the possibility of more players following in his footsteps. Dancy's going to be falling into that one. 2-man advantage here for GoodJob. Peak about to come out with a D. Nothing to connect just yet. Bomb dropped over in A. It's GoodJob now look to set their sights onto one of these bomb sites. It's going to be the A site, I imagine. Emsky's rotated in with a D. Here's the player up naps, but a little too late. There's now Link and LS, all that remain.
Yeah, they've got their picks, they established their default, and now just looking to converge onto a site. So no reason to hold a default any longer because They don't want to lose any men. Group up, play together. As you can see,
Oh, the hops. Oh, it was 2.
Yeah, not even close. They've covered the entirety of the map. The bomb down, and the only mistake here could be, you know, them hunting solo. But you can see they're all grouped up in a triple and in a duo. Zales, he can get one, but he was pounded from behind. Box comes in with his third of the round. Good stuff there. Good hold onto the top of middle as well. Not allowing CEX to get that pick. And now we see the buy come in once again. Good job still. Playing for the rifles, not bringing in the AWP, but 2 of them will be found by CEX. As does both Hemsky as usual, and Dancy will also follow up.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Dancy's on the AWP more, if I'm honest. I know that he's pretty damn good with it, to say the least, but it's actually Astro doing the damage over in top mid. Sprays some people in through the smoke. Can't afford to miss those. Pivots round. Lollipop able to pick him up. Link goes down as well as Lollipop breaks into the site in a big way. Cracks it in 2 and allows Vinyakis to finish off the last remaining players. LS and Dancy's all that remain. Peeking into connector. They're just going to have to save in this round. No way of them getting back into their site with enough time. LS spotted. Dancy takes that position. Things get a bit hot and spicy. It is on top of the ladder. So that's incredibly close. Better watch out. Pop flashes the angle. Because Coffee's coming hunting. So it goes in. Coffee might just try pushing through. He's been allowed to make his way up short. They're grouping everyone here, trying to jump up on top of cinder blocks, but LS hears that out.
I mean, it's worth chasing this, right? Because again, they have so much money on Good Job. If you can take these guns off CEX and force them to save it, it gives you a 14th round for free. So definitely a worthy peak. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he chased even through the smoke, because you can see it's no issue for Good Job to rebuy, but now it's created issues on the CEX roster because a pause has had to be used. With 2 guns, they could potentially buy up somewhat, but even then, not really. And they've probably got to give away a 14th round here. That would be the best decision to make. They can, you know, buy up a little bit, considering they have a max loss bonus coming in this round. So maybe put $1,000 in each, a little bit more potentially. You'll get 3,400 from the loss and any kill bonus as well. And they'll be able to buy up fully next round, pull in the double AWP. But the issue is Good Job will be up to 14, and CX will need to have a flawless remainder of the game. And that's only if they want to win it. Of course, overtime's an option, but it's looking grim for the Brits. Good Job just on the edge of victory. As the unpause will come in, we see this light investment coming in from CEX. LS not even buying up. I'm not sure if that's just delayed or choosing not to. He's back. But yeah, just choosing not even to invest, so just saving for utility in the kit next round. It's Good Job. They set up towards middle. This is their round to win. It looks like a bit of a B-split.
Yeah, they're ready to go charging in. Hemsky lines on short and lying in wait on the other side of the smoke. Decapitates 2. And now LS with the USP has to try and make it count, but he's going to fall short. Speaking of short, that's where Box is, and he's currently tearing his defense a new one. Dancy's has rotated him with the AWP. He's the man who has to step up. They don't have a kit. Going to be holding window. Misses that opening shot, and at this point the save will be called. Link can't make any magic happen. Can't even get up onto short to save a rifle, because Box currently resides there.
Yeah,
Dances.
Sorry.
It's all good, Hugo.
Deepest apologies. Link essentially just needs to play for the exits. Get guns off Good Job, hurt their economy, which will work in the long run if CEX pull it back, but it will also allow him to save onto a rifle. Well, he's not got a lot to hold on to now. If he gets one more kill, then he has a gun to play with. Dancy finds a pick, looking for a little bit more, and he gets it. Linky needs to push for a kill, but he's not going to be able to. Goes down to Box. However, 4 frags, the bomb as well, taking down Box. While CEX don't save more than an AWP, 2 things. 1, they can buy up here, and 2, that's impeded Good Job in the long run. While it doesn't matter at the moment, they still have 7 to 9k on these guys. CEX, if they pick up, say, 2 rounds in a row and Good Job have to rebuy all of them, then, yeah, CEX are in for a shock, because we'll have, you know, maybe 14-14 and Good Job having to force things up. But let's see how it works as a double AWP is called in, and CEX's last chance of bringing this game back.
Dancy's to open things up. Vinyakis finally gets what's coming to him over towards B. 95 is taken here for CEX. Bomb still dropped passively back in at T-spawn. Coffee primed and ready to try and sneak out, but he'll be dealt with. Two-man advantage here. Link continues the aggression up in Palace. Just going to dispatch of Lollipop. Makes it look casual. Now, Des Hustle's been allowed to make his way up all the way through mid. Astro has to find him, and he will. And Box, the man of many talents, left in a 1v5. Still has the bomb. Darcy's holding the angle. No way he doesn't land that shot. And that is CEX in with their 12th. They managed to stay in this one, denying match point. The way of GoodJob. And the issue I'm seeing, right, is your point about the economy. Very, very valid. Next round, they'll be able to field the buy anyway. Round after, if they lose everyone, things could get called into question.
But then loss bonus will kick in.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. So, the worst comes to the worst, we'll see them force buy up into the round.
30, right?
Yeah. Pushing through, Astro to find the first. Box instantly returns that. He has been tagged up in the engagement. Link rallies off some shots, now they know where he is, and Box is just on fire. Meanwhile, literally, over in CT spawn, the Swedish AWP for CEX, he's on fire as well. Forced back. Dancy's caught off from the flank, but a quick fancy flick to drop out Coffee. As now Box and Fanyekis find themselves 2v3 coming in from behind. Box hits the deck. Fanyekis, he has to step up in a big way. Bomb planted. Well, top into the site, nullifies one of these positions. They have a bit of an idea that he could be over here towards Tetris and Ramp. They smoke off Palace. It's the only angle they have to watch out for. He finds the first. Fanyekis could be onto something here. Peeks out for a second, but Dancy's is quick to trade. And that's CEX in with the 13th.
They have time. They need to go save the AWPs. What are they doing? They need to take both AWPs in if they want to continue with that. Seems like they'll just grab them, but again, the post-round time is pretty low. That was a risky move to make, considering the bomb only just went down. Great round from Dancy, so he single-handedly keeps CEX in this. And now, as we said, Harry, despite that loss bonus building up, despite the bomb plant going down, if CEX pick up this round, it could be so beneficial. They could be just on the edge of ruining GoodJob's economy, and this could be a great comeback. But again, 4 rifles in, utility is good for the T's. As they set up once more for the default, CEX can't afford to make mistakes. This is just on the edge of a loss for either side. CEX playing a very passive stance. Look at their A control. Astro's moved back into the window. We've got Link playing back CT. They've been constantly losing players over an A from this Ramp and Palace control. So if they play passive, they can just set up for the retake. Make sure they have their mid control under lock as Astro holds the boost and LS sits over in ladder. So while they have passive mid, they can play for retake on A. They're unlikely to get picked over in the middle area as well. This setup could work out, but again, it all depends on how GoodJob play it, because the bomb's outside of A, looking like what they want to contest, and Link actually moving back into position as Hemsky comes into support from the CT spawn with the AWP. It's all down to time, a minute left on the clock, and GoodJob as they wrap their players in through the T spawn. It looks like it will be an A play with a late push from Box coming in through middle or not.
Yeah, Box already down. He's been the real driving force for GoodJob in this. Yeah, they're lining up smokes and flashes out towards A. They're going to go ahead and throw those in. They send Des Hustle out through mid. And Fanyekis gets himself the return. Link has to step up. He's got support in from CT. That's Coffee dropped. Bomb out in the open. The rotate coming in from Dancy's as they look to try and double down, get some more players within the site. Fanyeki's been allowed to rotate up through jungle. It's going to get pulled back by Lollipop, who's trying to step up. Turns this into the 3-on-3. And now within the site, the bomb plant comes in. They're going to peek out in towards CT. Hasn't been able to get the bomb down just yet. They could try and deny this, but damage isn't being done, so the bomb plant comes in. It's Des Hustle on the long flank. That could be the linchpin, but Astro reads it perfectly. Drops him out of the equation. Lollipop steps up and gets one. 2v2. Fanyeki's watching this from Connector. It is so important that they get into the site and that they deal with one of these players, because having the crossfire set up for the bomb like this is perfect for GoodJob and could very well secure them the match point, especially as they haven't spotted out Fanyeki's.
I have no idea.
Peeks on out, gets the first, goes in for more. Dancy's left in the 1v2, and Lollipop finishes this off. GoodJob. They take it to 15-13.
That was so clever, though, because not only did CeX have no idea where Fanyekis was, but he could sit there, he could spot from the connector and give the information to Lollipop, saying, don't peek, they're faking it. Don't peek, they're faking it. And just continue to make CeX hold on, thinking that, you know, Lollipop was going to peek the ramp so they could get a pick. No idea on the setup, and it works perfectly in the post plant for GoodJob. And now they see CeX on the end of the bit battering ram. About to lose this game if they don't step up now. It's going to be a good start for Astro as he picks up a kill onto Des Hustle. Link as well, finding one as he burst out of the Palace onto the A site, will be failing. Boost up into the window room. This is a good way to catch them off guard, but will CeX be expecting it? Box is already up here. He doesn't realise there's a player right behind him. Dancy's, he misses the shot. And that's crucial. Allows GoodJob some map control, allows him to pull things back.
Yeah, I don't actually think Dancy saw anyone. He was just spamming through the smoke to deny the idea of a boost. Gonna take the peek out, and he gets tagged low in response. They know that he's there. The Molotov gonna heat things up a bit over in the ladder room. But he snuck by. Box able to go ahead and take one. The trade gonna come in straight away. Not allow him to get his foot in the door, but this is where Finyeki's sneaking out through ramp could make all the difference. Link is pushed up in Palace. Doesn't hear anything, so for all they know, it is gonna be clear. Coffee waiting in mid. They could get a similar sort of setup to last time. They're gonna be able to hear this bomb plant when it comes in, but for the time being, side control goes the way of Finyeki's, and they have no idea that he's here. Now Link has to double back round. Only a one-man advantage. Down goes Dancy's, and this is going to start to get pulled back. Link has to deny the bomb plant here. He has to step up in a big way. LS is rotating in. Here's the player in connector. Only has a scout to his name, though. Takes the peek on out. Does find the frag onto Coffee. The bomb plant comes in, and Link finishes him off. 14-15. 1 round away from taking this through to overtime. Defuse comes on in. LS able to grab the AWP from Dancy's body. 1 round to carry us through to OT.
It's looking more likely than ever, Harry. The thing is, that's the reset. Straight onto GoodJob. Luckily for them, they have a bit of money left in the bank, and they actually can drop over some guns. But this may limit their ability to pull in the AWP. Not that that's been a massive factor of their success, as I don't think we've even seen it on the T side. You can see it somewhat limits them. As a Tech-9's in on Coffee, again, not the worst situation to be in, but every little helps. As now we set up again. These T's, another default going to be held on to. AWP up on Dancy's instead of on the Swedish giant, the Hill giant, as Dancy's posts up towards the apartments to look for an early pick. Good job, Spec. But they don't see anyone. As they fall back, they're set outside heavily here, but again with the position of the bomb, it looks like a fake. They're just throwing in nades and dropping down. Dancy's actually spotted them moving towards the underpass. They should have information on the whereabouts, but for some reason they're getting aggressive on ramp. They want to catch up this bomb. Coffee's on the other side, and Link, he's going to fall at the first hurdle. A gun grabbed here for the T side. That is not a mistake you want to make.
Yeah, Astra having to step up in a big way, especially as players come flanking in. Lollipop drops him into the 3-on-4, but this is where we're going to look to the Swede to try and step up. Able to find the first. Returns us back from the madness. Into a 3-on-3 we go. And now LS over in CT. Along with Dembski. Denies the bomb plant. LS able to find one more. And now it's all on Box in a 1v3. Tries to rotate in. Sneaks by Dancy. Takes the peek on out. The angle going to be held as Box, with very limited time, has to try and get this bomb. Get himself the bomb plant. Doesn't account for the player in the site. He's going to be heard out in the open. The peek comes in, and that's going to be overtime secured. 15-15. And we're going to be heading through to OT.
Wow, of all the matches today, you wouldn't have suspected this one to be going so well to CEX. But then to actually pull it up against what many would assume would be the suspected victors. But a 9-6 half. Good job bringing it back in the same scoreline. And as you say, overtime. And that's the best part, Harry. 12.5k, our favourite. MR3. Best to, well, first to, get 4 rounds here in overtime. And already money going to be spent. Regression down mid, already switching on the pace. We haven't seen this at all here from the CT side. And we will see kills coming out in favour of them as it gets traded back. We're going to see Finyeki's dropped by Dancy's in through the smoke. 2 players left from GoodJob, and they'll have to run into B.
Yeah, he's going to go charging in. The Molotov to hold them back. Finds some fantastic damage. Des Hustle's tag low, and Dancy stepping up when they need him to the most. Des Hustle has to clear the close angle, and he won't. LS cements that 16th round on the board. Buy going to be coming in again from GoodJob.
Such a massive pick as well from Dancy's in middle to turn that back into, you know, a 3-on-2. Not only gives them the advantage, but also stops the potential of that short split that could have made the B site far easier to crack open. With just a solo player left on the site, if they came in through short and apps timed well, that could have been horrendous for CEX. But now they're in the driving seat. Good job with a buy, but the only positive of this 12.5k, Harris, is they don't buy up the AWP anyway on the T side, so GoodJob aren't going to be limited at all. Aggression in apartments from Dancy, though, and he finds one. Needs to fall back with his teammate. LS needs to just drop. There's no reason to take any further fight after the man advantage, but he runs in. Luckily, they both had nades out. He has to fall back right now. Does Hustle, drops the bomb, and this round is fallen short of GoodJob. They have thrown it away, and CEX will find 17. 1 left of the half, and it's favouring them massively.
Buy to come in from GoodJob. will be their last over on the T side before we head into the second. And Darcy's still be on that AWP. I like the fact they switched this roll around so that now we see him on a... Oh, no! The Swede gets nudged. And now his smoke misses ramp. They're going to have to waste another one. Already down through middle. Box pushing up. Coffee spotted and taken out as Link secures that man advantage. Lolly literally takes a nade to the face. We'll say that was the face. It wasn't. It was definitely to the head, but Darcy's now peeking mid. Has to be careful because Box is there, and he's been the real bane of CEX in the rounds that GoodJob have picked up. The driving force over on the T side. Lollipop being the other problem as well. Looks like they're going to try and take this to B. The bomb's been left over in Apps. Box is holding the rotate in through mid, and they're going to pick that up. Now I like to try and rotate everyone round. LS, he's the first man on the scene. Has Dances to support him from short. The rotate's going to be the issue here. They could take a while. Astro waiting in jungle. He's situated more towards the A side. He'll be the first man in on the rotate. Dances gets spotted jumping up on top of Van. The pop flash buys so much time. That was perfect from LS. And actually, that alone has been enough to send GoodJob packing as they look to try run on back. They've already rotated players in from CEX. Box has snuck out through connector, but he gets spotted from Link. And that one flashbang could have just turned this round on its head. Lollipop spotted out in the open. The Swede misses a couple of shots, but then he remedies for it as he chimes in with two. Banyekis is all that remains, but he steps up massively at the end there. CEX in with 18. They go flawless in that first half of overtime. They only need one on their T side.
Never have I seen such one flashbang change so much in a round. You can criticize LS for not being at the top of the scoreboard right now, but that flashbang just won CEX the entire round. Forces back GoodJob from going for the apps push, makes them go in through the connector, and feeds them into the Swede. One round is going to be needed for CEX to close out this map, but already, Harry, a spanner in the works. The double AWP employed by GoodJob as they post one up towards middle and Des Hustle over on ramp. This could be what GoodJob need to shut down CEX, and with no AWP board up from the T side, they may not be expecting this. Oh no.
Opened up in mid, the SG utilized. That's Hustle watching connector. We smoked off. Gonna look to try and fall back. CEX just biding their time right now over in mid. Slowing it right down. They've picked up the man advantage, and usually we'd see them go quite fast on the back of this, but they're being extremely cautious. Don't want to let GoodJob start to sneak their way back into this one. As the bomb slowly rotates in through T-spawn. Oh, actually... No, they're looking hesitant. I think they have decided on A, however, with the two players watching mid. They can push in through connector. We have the three players on ramp as well.
CEX just holding back, waiting for GoodJob to attempt to trade something here. It's not coming through. They're not getting aggressive. They're waiting for this push, and well, that is obviously good for CEX in the sense that they don't lose players. They do lose a lot of time. 30 seconds left. They've got to make this play. Lollipop is going to be positioned for the Palace play. No one's coming in there, but they've got to clear this angle. Box already sprayed down. Does get the kill onto Astro, but the trade is found. Dancy's looking for more, but they don't check the top of the balcony. Lollipop can buy time. Lollipop can wait for that bomb to go down and then strike, and he'll do exactly that. One gets information on two, but he's traded back into a 3-on-2. Both players in CT. 10 seconds.
Somehow...
Oh,
Devsky survives, and then Link chimes in with both on the flank. CEX, they win it out in overtime, 19-15. Just fantastic stuff, and I think it would have been, you know, it's such a good test for them to prove that they do have what it takes. And then on top of all of that, right, we had Spartek and was it Existence pick up default wins against GoodJob.
Yeah,
I think it would have been very unfair if the one team that actually had to play them, if they'd gone on to lose, you know, would have been CEX, and that could have been devastating. But they win it out, and they show that they have got what it takes. They're going to go 2-0 in this right now. I think that makes them, what, near the top of the board, if not?